some things that are happening this week. Additionally, that will get us PAID as well. So come along, shall you? And let's make Wall Street pay us right here on Main Street. So now watch how I come. For those of you joining us for the first time, I launch right off of our homepage here. Okay? I scroll down. I go to Econo Day. Now, when I click on Econo Day, I need to make sure that it populates, the calendar that is, populates to the right day and week. Okay? So I come off of Econo Day. I'm going to see U.S. and global economic calendar reports. I go to global. See U.S., global. I come to global. I click on the calendar. Now, today's date is the 4th of November, and we see it has populated to the right date. Sometimes it will not, so always check. Okay? Greetings, King Mike. Now, let's go down, and I'm going to go through each one of these days, and I'm going to look at the economic reports that are released both here in the United States and abroad to see what is indeed monetizable via our strategies and techniques. Now, when I come here, the first thing that jumps out is U.S. Motor Vehicle Report. Okay? So when I come here, click directly on the report. I want to see the indicators. All right? Now, it comes out and it indicates here, didn't give me the time, but it's already been released because it has the actual numbers right here. Okay? This was a consensus range. Now, listen to me closely and watch me now. Now, is this number right here above these numbers right here? Yes or no? Greetings, King Anthony. Once again, look, is this number right here above these this range right here? Yes or no? There you go, Queen Jacqueline. No. Everybody see that? Now, when we look at this, let's don't take for granted, okay, when we go to the automobile related positions, they're automatically going to be down. No. We don't take anything for granted when we're dealing with this market. All right? Now, when we go, I'm going to show you how to drill down on this to see whether or not it's monetizable today. Now, I'm going to show you intraday moves on this to get you paid by 4 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, so please watch what I do and then pay closer attention to how I'm thinking. All right, here we go. I see this number is lower than the actual range. I come out. I go to the automobile related positions, GM. Now, I'm not taking for granted it's down. It may be up. So I go and see first. And it is up, way up. Is that more than 0.50? Yes. See, this is why you come in here live, so I can show you live. See, most people who know how to monetize economic calendar reports, they would see this and say, oh, that's below, so I'm going to go straight to a put. Technically, you would think it would reveal and calls for a put to be taken, but you got to do your drill down like you see me doing. Now I come out here. Here we go. We're about to have some fun. Now watch how I move. That's more than 0.50. That's your threshold. Now we don't care if it's 0.50 up, which would be green, or 0.50 down. If it's more than 0.50, we need to look at doing a drill down to get paid from it. Now, the next thing I want to come down here, what am I looking at over here? What should catch my attention first in that first column? Come on now. There you go, family. Volume. Now, please pay close attention to this. You can go get this money. Now, this is the volume today. This is the volume per day. All right? The volume per day over the last 3 months. Now, you want the volume today, the day that you're trading on the position, to be higher than the volume per day over the last 3 months. Now you say, well, Dr. Reeves, market's just been open 10 minutes. It's 9:40 a.m. Okay, so ain't no way in hell it's going to be 19 million when this is what it is trading per day on average for the whole day. I get that. But if I'm sitting here and I see this thing, the market's been open 10 minutes and it's just pushing 300,000, okay? It's highly unlikely it's going to go through water table where it's going to have the potential to pull back and break 19. So I need to be cognizant of that. Why? Because volume is the wind beneath the wings of our prophets. You don't have any volume trading on a position, you or nobody else going to get paid. All right? So we don't want to jump out there with a call option, go in the water table, the position pulls back as it has a propensity to do in water table, and I don't have enough volume to push me back out on the backside of water table to either A, maintain or stabilize my profits, or B, enhance my profits that I made up until that point. So the next thing I have to be thinking in my mind to be smart is what? I'm on the front side of the water table and I am in the fluctuating period of the trading day, which is the first 30 minutes. I need to let the market stabilize. So what I do is I go ahead, put an asterisk by this, and I come back at 10 o'clock. The first 30 minutes, I got to let all the riffraff occur on the position. You let the market stabilize the first 30 minutes. Does everybody have that very salient point? Okay, we're going to get real loose with this thing today and ratchet up because I'm going to show you everything as to how you can monetize these economic calendar reports. Then I've done some homework for you with a wonderful reference document that will get you paid throughout the week, this week. So I need you to maintain the proper chakra level. Stay with me on this. Now, just as I'm speaking to you, it's broken forward. That's fine, but it got a hell of a way to go to get to 19 million. And water table is from when? What time of day is water table? There you go, from 11:15 to 12:45. And all positions have a tendency to pull back, even the market as a whole during that time frame. So you got to keep all of these particular prudent points in mind because they all comprise and aid you in getting PAID via our Ask Who's What's to drill down. Okay, do not leave anything or take anything for granted. Okay, now as I look at this, I see it as even right here. It's close to its intraday high. So I come back down. Now watch how I move. The things I'm checking. The day's range is $31 to 41. Okay, and as I look at this, I see it's at 38. So when I come down, after I've checked my volume here, etc., I then come over and I say, I may be able to option this out. It's 9:43. While I let the position settle, I come over. Okay? Now, watch this. And later on this week, I'm going to teach you how to trade weekly options. Okay, I talked about that in our class, tier 1 class and session, or it might have been the tier 2 class and session this past Saturday. So we're going to get into how to do weekly options throughout this week. Okay, tier 2. Okay, thank you, King Mike. That was tier 2 class and session Saturday. All right. So, and I'm going to make sure that tech support puts that webinar and the reference document up so you guys can start studying on that. Okay. All right. So now watch how I move. So if I'm going to go ahead and do a traditional option play on this, what Friday of November do I index off of? Look at now, the third Friday. Okay? But if I were going to do a weekly, I'd come here. Right? Because this is this week. So today we're going to go out and do a regular option. But this week, I need you in here because I'm going to show you how to do weekly options. All right? Now, so I index on a regular option off the third Friday. Now, because my drill down tends to suggest that a call option is applicable, okay, I want the strike price at or below the last. This is the last, meaning the last price it is trading at. Okay? Now, watch at my safety checks that I do. Is my time right? 9:45. Yes, it's 9:45. Sometimes, you know, it might be a little delayed. 9:35, 9:40, whatever the case may be, that's fine. But if this is more than 15 minutes off, call your online broker and get the actual last. All right, so always remember the rule of thumb is 15 minutes, one way or the other. Got that? That's all the grace you're going to give. Okay, for accuracy. Now, if I'm doing a call option, I want to be at or below the last. My strike price needs to be at or below the last. Watch how I move. I come down. If it's at 38, I come down. And I'm looking at 38. Now, it's 38.39, so I can't go 38.50. And notice, sometimes the website is accurate. All of these that are shaded are in the money. It's called in the money. So 38 would be in the money because it's at or below the 38.40. 38.50 is above, therefore it is not shaded. So 38 is where I index. Now, I'm still in the midst of my drill down. When I come here, watch what I do now, what I'm looking at. I commence a second series of drill down. Now, when I check, do my check down, what is wrong with this? The time. And somebody brought to my attention, you're right, beloved. Hold on, let me check something. The third Friday is the 15th. This is a weird month. It's the 15th. And you notice they don't have the first Friday there, which was the first. But if you look at your calendar, the first Friday of the month was what? November the 1st. So when you see something like this, you still got to go to the 22nd because they only give us 3 Friday option chains in here, then the 4th. Okay? See, you got to look and pick up on little things like that. Okay, so we're still right here. All right? And one of my family members picked up on that. Thank you for checking on that. But yeah, we're still accurate right here. Everybody got that? Okay. So now let's come back out. So when I come here, watch how I move. I'm looking at 38 even to be in the money at or below. Now, when I come here, always check and make sure the website is up to date. Notice how I check my time before? When I come here, that's not, today is not, it's not 3:57. So you pick up the phone, you call your broker. Multi-million-dollar website, but this information is wrong. But because of the way we train and study, and we train and study so hard, like institutional investors, we look and we see this. All right? So you pick up the phone, you call your broker, and you tell him you want to know the last on the GM November 22nd, $38 call. Now he or she'll give you that information. Then you ask the next series of questions. You want to know the day's range. And he's going to give you 2 sets of numbers. Listen to me. Then you're going to ask the following question. What's the volume? Now, if the volume is not 10 or above, okay, this would tend to be flat. Write that down now. If volume is not 10 or above, this would tend to be flat. If this is flat, you cannot get paid. All right? You've got to have arbitrage, which is the differential between the low of the day and the high of the day. All right? Next, you're going to ask them open interest. Now listen, If the volume number and open interest number are the same, that's called par. P-A-R. There you go, Mike. That's called par. P-A-R. And anytime you have par, this will be flat. Anytime you have par, this will be flat. If this is flat, you can't make money on it, which means you move on to the next position. Don't trade that position, because the only thing you're going to end up doing is paying broker's fees, and you're not going to get paid. Okay, you're not in the business of getting brokers paid. You're in the business of you getting paid. Now, let me pause. Does anybody have any questions on this so far? I'm walking through very slowly and deliberately how to go ahead and do intraday option contracts off of the economic calendar report to get you paid. Now, if you get other information after you call your brokerage firm because this is delayed and is not accurate, okay, then you trade on that information that you receive. Okay? That is to say, do you have enough room off arbitrage between this range right here to get PAID? Is there enough volume pushing the position higher than 10? Do you not have par where the volume and open interest are the same? Okay? Then you have to be thinking of mind, what time of day is it? That's our TIVA analysis, time interval volume analysis. Am I on the front side of the water table contemplating a call, or am I on the back side of the water table contemplating a call? And then, based upon all of that, then you're not finished yet. You better not take that position without putting that trailing stop up on you. So then you have to determine where you're going to set your trailing stop based upon all of the due diligence that you've done on the position up to that point. Now, if you're on the front side of the water table and you take a call option, the closer you get to 11:15, tighten up your trailing stop. Don't leave it wide, because that position is going to pull back when you go into trailing stop. If you got going to water table time, if you go to water table time, that position pulls back. When it pulls back and your trailing stop set wide, it's going to erode and eat your profits. Okay? And like King Mike said, we don't ever give money back. There you go, King Mike. So when you go into water table, you tighten up your profits, and if the position falls and you get stopped out of your position because the trailer stop is triggered, fine. Guess what? You kept the money. You leave that trailer stop wide, they're going to eat your lunch. And as the position falls, your trailer stop won't trigger because it's set wide, and you end up giving your profits back to the market. Don't ever do that. Okay? Now, just like we looked at GM, we're looking at the other automobile companies here in the United States. So you go forward. Okay? If GM's up, Ford's going to tend to be up. And then, how did I know that before I clicked on it? Because of the sector report. If the sector report comes out, and although this is down, GM responds favorably, then guess what? Monkey see, monkey do. So you would do the exact same thing that you saw me doing the General Motors position with this position. Everybody clear on this? Now, to the extent that you do or don't understand and understand this, that's going to be the extent to which you are profitable. You got to get this down. It's not difficult. Okay? And don't go in with any preconceived notions. Look, this is clearly, that number is clearly less than this range, but these went up. So don't be sitting there saying, well, damn, this should be a put. It should, it should be down. Look, let that go. What do you see right here? They rose anyway. Okay, then fine. Go to work and monetize. Do your drill down. Leave emotion out of it. That's why we have these weapons in our arsenal, like the drill down and other things, to make sure that we are emotionless when we go out in this battlefield. Okay? Excellent, excellent. All right. Now, let's go back to our economic count. Now, once again, it's 9:55. So you don't go in until the market is settled on these positions at 10. Now, just quickly, let me go ahead and check, see if they got updated information on this website, on this position. Come out, index, come down, third Friday, last at 9. Kick back, make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. Here, I got it. Come down, in the money, shaded area. Kick down at 9. Okay? Come up, check my time. Time still screwed up. See right there? Pick up the phone, call my broker. Get my last, come down inside, do my drill down. Okay? What's my volume? What is my open interest? If they're the same, that's par. Leave it alone. If they're not, this is above 10, go to work. Do my drill down. Clear? Simple. Okay? All right, let's go back to our economic calendar report. All right? Let's see if there's anything else, both near and far, global economic calendar, that we could actualize and or monetize. So when I come down through here, not much of anything. Roll to Tuesday. Okay? Not much of anything. This is not going to be monetizable through our Japanese index ETFs. So leave that alone. Okay? Now, next, I roll to Wednesday. Roll to Wednesday. Okay? I'm on the prowl now. I'm on the hunt. I'm looking. Bam. Boy, don't we love this, this report right here. You talking about getting paid each and every week. It's a no-brainer. Let me go over it again for you. All right? Please take copious notes. If you don't get paid from this, I'm telling you now, it's like the people just want. The only other easier way for these people for you not to get paid for this is somebody just walk up and put the money in your hand. Now watch. 2 positions, macro moving micro, and then implement our holding strategy. Okay? Every week we do this. Come out. It's going to give us our index. All right? Our index is this right here, the prior. So when this comes out at 7 o'clock in the morning, market doesn't open till 9:30. You get the answers to the test before the test is given at 9:30. So now, right here, this report going to come out. Now you're going to see it before 9:30. Now, if the numbers come out higher than this, then the construction home building positions are going to be up. But we don't take it for granted. We go back and check just like we did on the automobile report. And if it's lower, they'll have the propensity to be down. But we don't take it for granted. We go back and check like we did on the auto sales report. And we're going to move off for just 2 positions. That's all you need to know. These are our micro positions. Okay? Our macro positions first. Okay? This is your first choice, ITB. All right? ITB now. Okay? Now, if on Wednesday, this number is up more than 0.50, we don't give a darn if it's green for up or red for down. All right? Then you come here. Holdings. Watch how I move. The top 2 most heavily weighted, DR Horton and Lennar. DR Horton and Lennar. Look how much more heavily weighted they are in this ETF, this macro position, than the rest. Now, watch this. I'm going to show you this real time. If I see this is way up, is that more than 0.50? Yes. Yes. More than 0.50 to the negative side. So if I see that right there, check my time, 9:59, it's 10 a.m. That's damn close. That's within my 15-minute time frame. So when I come here and I click here, this has to be down. It cannot be up. Watch this real time now. Watch. How did I know that before I click on that? Because the micro, the positions inside the macro position, which is the ETF ITB, micro moves macro. So I knew that had to be down before I even clicked on it. Please get this, family. Get paid. Now, if I see this position is down, and now it's 10 o'clock, it's past the grace period, the selling period, and I come down here and I look at this thing, I don't have much volume right here. Okay? But guess what? Is water table my friend or my enemy on a put option? Is water table 11:15, 12:45? Is that my friend? There you go, L, or my enemy? There you go, Jillian. Greetings, Queen. There you go, Zenobi. There you go, J-Ron, on the front side of water table. Or there you go, Queen Pam. That's my friend. So guess what? I'm coming out here. They might be worried because I'm getting ready to lock and load. I come down third Friday. Now on a put, I want to be one above the last. Call, I'm at or below. Put, I'm one above. If it's at 51.53, I'm kicking back down here. Okay, 51.53. I want to be at 52. See it shaded? That's in the money. Now I kick over it now. Let me see. Is that more than 5? Is that more than 10? Is that more than, look, is that more than 10? So when I click on this, guess what? It's going to be flat. And even though it looks enticing, looks like I can make some money. Front side of water table is my friend. Macro position down more than 0.50, et cetera, et cetera. Don't take the damn position because that ain't 10 or more. Watch this. It's going to be flat. Watch. Flat. How in the hell I know that? How did I know that before I clicked on it? Because I ain't got no damn volume. That's not 10 or more. So before I clicked on it, I knew this was going to be flat. I can't create arbitrage or margin, so I'm not going to take the position. Although it looks so enticing. That drill down. That's our saving grace. It ain't going to steer you astray. Stick to it. Where else can somebody show you this real time while the market's open and you see it? See, the thing is this. Yes, you got to know when to move and how to move and how long to move to get PAID. But the more important thing is the when know not to damn move. Okay? And people don't get that. I'd rather know what not to do, okay, than to know what to do. Because if I know what not to do, I'm going to figure out what to do. But if I don't ever know what not to do, I'm going to keep on doing what I think I should do and keep on making the same mistake over and over again. So you got to think unconventionally and reverse engineer how you think when you trade and investing. Look, Dr. Reese, tell me what not to do first. Then, through the process of illumination, I'm going to figure out what the hell to do. Y'all get that? So it's not that I'm got a crystal ball over here or a Ouija board or whatever, and I can go ahead and predict what these positions going to be before I click on them. No, it's what it is my damn training. I look and I see. I know if the volume, if that's not above 10, ain't no damn way. It's going to move. I ain't going to have no range. So I can't create arbitrage. So even though it looked beautiful, I can't take it. Then I come out here and I look at Lennar. Okay? The number 2, that's above 0.50. I already knew it because the macro position was above 0.50 on the downside. But I got to do this drill down again. All right. When I come down inside, water table, my friend. So while I am concerned about that, I'm not as concerned if it was a call. I come back out. It's at 5.9. Okay, I got to be 1 or above, indexing off the 3rd Friday of the month. See how they don't even give you the 8th? See how the market make a fool with it? They'll only give you 1. And that ain't the 3rd Friday of the month. See what they did? That's why I call them bookies. They're manipulating the position. Be that as it may, we still know how to get paid. So we come in on the November the 15th. 59, I need to be 1 or above on my put. I come down, there it is sitting there. It's highlighted. Now, is that above 0.10? Is that above 10? Look at it. Yes. You see how far it's up? You see that movement? So when I click on it, it ain't going to be flat. It's already up 41%. See the difference? 23 versus 10. You got movement. Bingo. Up 41%. And the market hadn't even opened 1 hour. It's 10:06, market open at 9:30. You see that? Open up this morning at 94 cents or $94 per contract. Okay? Now it's at $120 per option or $120 per contract. So the difference between $94 and $120 is the profit. Now let me ask you a question. I'll take you out in some deep water. See if you know the answer to this. Now let's take, for instance, what it costs me to trade on my platform. All of us have to pay brokerage fees. So it costs me $5 to buy to open, $5 to sell to close. Okay? So that's $10. Now, if I took this position this morning at $94, what does this position have to hit before I can break even? Not make a profit, but break even. What does the position have to hit? There you go, Art. The individual options have to hit $1.04, which means the contract will be $104. Anything over $104 per contract or $1.04 per option is my profit. It's 120. So therefore, right now, I made how much? $16 in profit. Does everybody get that? 16 cents per option, 16 cents, $16 per contract. 16 cents per option, $16 that quick in the contract. And the market hasn't been open an hour yet. It's 10:08. Market open at 9:30. Y'all get that? Now, check it. If I made $16 already, and I just bought one contract, you know, sometimes I buy 10 contracts, I might buy 5, but let's just say I bought one, and I made $16 already on this position, right? And water table is my friend. Listen now, stay with me. Water table is my friend. So when the position goes in the water table, the underlying stock, LEN, will tend to fall, moving the underlying put to the upside. Put rises when the underlying stock falls. So if water table is my friend and the underlying stock is going to have its propensity to fall, causing the put to rise, would I tighten or keep my trailing stops wide right now? There you go, Claudetta. There you go, J. Ron. There you go, Zenobi. There you go, Pam. I keep them wide. Because when it goes in the water table and it pulls back anymore, that $16 going to move up to 30, 31, 35, because this position, the underlying stock, going to go down, moving this position up. Y'all get it? Now, if this was a call, I'd be doing the opposite. I'd be tightening. because as the underlying stock goes down, a call option will go down. So I want to tighten my trailing stop so my trailing stops will trigger sooner, maintaining the lion's share of my profits. Anybody got any questions? I'm showing you real time now. You got this Thurman Smith. You got this Terrell Clements. You got this Willie Johnson. You got this Terrell Hicks. You got this Phyllis Stewart. You got this Sean Jackson. You got this Teresa Lynn. I know you knew, Queen. Try to stay with us, Queen. You're going to get it all. Queen Pam, Mike Palmer, Maurice Atkins, Christian Slater, Leroy Smith, Linda Harris, Kim Fordham, King Chester. I can go on and on. Jay Ron, Hugh Rose, Jacqueline, King Elder Gary Smith, Gary Green, Claudetta, Carissa, Charles Davis, Carol Beavers, Anthony Davis, Anthony Stone, Art Ghost. I can go on and on. Do you all have this? Because if you got it, you need to be getting paid from it. Don't know it just to know it to monetize it. We got to obtain and maintain our economic liberation. These people are not playing with this economic enslavement. Okay? Good. All right, now I'm showing you this before the reports are even released. This is going to happen on Thursday. You're welcome, Queen Jack, like always. All right? So we're talking about it on Monday. I'm not telling you about it after the fact. I'm telling you before the fact. So don't go to Applebee's. Don't go to Ruby Tuesdays. Don't go to the Red Lobster. Take that money and wait for Wednesday to get here and get paid. Make that money make money for you. Then if you want to go to them restaurants off your profits, do that afterwards. But you put that money to work first. That's what so many people do wrong. They do this ass backwards. They spend money before they work their money. How the hell you going to do that? You're going to always be trying to get more money to spend. You work your money first. Then you spend what the money generates for you. Break that mentality now. All right, let's move on. We just midway through the week on the economic calendar. All right, so much more money out here to get. Okay, we come down here, we know about our oil situation. By the way, I sent out a tweet saying Saudi Aramco now, boy, they playing that game, aren't they? So they came out and announced, I sent a tweet out about it. Saudi Arabia announced it as approved plans for the Saudi Aramco to go public. And it's thought to be going to be the biggest IPO ever. Boy, they working that thing. All right, more about that in later days. I'll tell you how to monetize that as well. Or game, recognized game. All right. There you go. One of our family members says, I've always said this in my lectures. Money is not used to buy goods, products, and or services. Income and revenue. That's right. It's used to buy goods, products, or services. Thank you, Jay Ron. Appreciate it, Elder. Okay. Now, let's go back. Okay, we not finished with this. No, we're not finished with them yet. All right. So now we roll over to Thursday. Now, this right here, jobless claims, it may have an effect on the Dow, but it's my opinion, it's going to be minimal. So we won't make big money off of that. Now, we need to start paying attention to natural gas now. Because as we go into more and more colder months, we're going to come back and we're going to double up and start monetizing the natural gas position. Now, we're not going to actualize them now, but I want you to start acclimating yourself to the natural gas positions, okay? Because we will indeed be coming back with our natural gas positions to get paid from those, all right? So start just paying attention to them. So when we get ready to pull the trigger, you already be well-versed on that, and we can move quickly on that, okay? All right. The rest of this really is nothing major out here for us to go ahead and make money on, all right, for that week, or for that day, I'm sorry. Okay, now let's move over to Friday. Okay, this right here, maybe it might affect the three major indexes, but I doubt it seriously. But if it does, and you get a PAID alert saying the Dow, the NASDAQ, or the S&P is down, et cetera, then I want you to come back and you look at VXX, okay, the VIX. All right, now we don't care whether or not the market is up or down. It doesn't make a difference on the consumer sentiment if the market is affected by consumer sentiment. But let me show you something. Once again, in real time, to show you how accurate our drill down and our analysis of the market activity truly is, okay? Now watch this. Okay? Watch this now. Now look, real time, very simple. If you see S&P up, Dow up, NASDAQ up, okay, then the VIX will be down. Now, sometimes it's helter-skelter, but 90% of the time, the VIX will be down. If you see this red, and this red, then 90% of the time, the VIX will be green. It will be up. Let me repeat this now because I'm about to show you. I can show you better than I can tell you now. All right? Real time while the market's open. You can see it on my screen. So here we go again. If this is green, and this is green, the VIX will be red, which means it is down. All right? Once again, if this is red, and this is red, the VIX, which I'm about to click on, will be up. It will be green. It moves inverse of these, which means the opposite. Now let's see. That right there is absolutely wrong. That's wrong. The VIX should not be up and the 3 US index is down. That's why we don't ever take anything for granted. Okay? We check and double check. Now let me show you something. Now, I'm gonna prove to you why it should be down. Check this. Time off this slightly. How in the hell is the VIX rising when the 3 major US indexes are up? Read what the VIX does. Okay? I wanted it to say the statement or what it does. The VIX is a gauge of consumer sentiment. Okay? So it moves, it has an inverse relationship. Let me go to another position. Now, if this is up, this is going to be up. But both should be down because the market's down. See, this is going to be, see, this tracks the VIX. This right here tracks this right here. I'm giving you a lot of information now. Write this down. So if you see this up, this is going to be up. You see this down, this is going to be down. But when the 3 major US indexes are up, this is supposed to be down, not up. This is supposed to be down, not up. But this shows the helter-skelter nature of the markets. For instance, let me show you something else. What's wrong with this page? 3 indexes are up. What's on this page should be down. Gold, see that? That lets you know there's indecisiveness in the market. That's why we don't ever take anything for granted in the market. Gold should not be up if the indexes are up. When people have put money in the market, they take it out of gold. When the market goes down, they put it in the gold. This ass backwards. Look at this. Oh, I love showing y'all this. What on this page is wrong? There you go, Zenoba. There you go, Claudette. See my elders look at it. They see it immediately. There you go, El. There you go, Mike. Why in the hell are bonds up and the 3 major US indexes are up? When the market is up, bonds are down. When the market is down, bonds are up. When the market is up, people are putting money in the stock market and pulling it out of fixed income items like bonds. When the market is down, people are pulling money out of variable indexes like the top three major indexes, the stock market, and they're putting it in fixed income like bonds. This ass backwards. But because of the way we train, we see this, we say, okay, then fine. There's a lot of indecisiveness in the market. So what we do is the only way, oh, I'm about to tell you something now. The only way we go long in positions tied to the markets are our dividend paying positions. Dividend paying positions, ideally paying dividends 25 years or more and raising those dividends. And as a default, we fall back to 10 years or more with raising dividends. And then we invest in what society needs as opposed to what society wants when there's indecisiveness in the market like this. What does society need? Utility companies. Okay? How do you really stack the deck to make sure you're going to get paid? You get you a utility company that's been paying a dividend for more than 25 years and increasing that dividend. Bam! It's over with. Game, set, match. No matter how much indecisiveness that may appear in the markets, it can't stop you from getting paid. Because you put your money in something that society needs. You want to get paid some of the time, you invest in what society wants. You want to get paid all of the time, you invest in what society needs. Everybody got that? This thing called trading and investing is super simple, and you can become wealthy. You just got to know how to monetize what they do. Look and see and hear and listen. Anybody got any questions? And notice over and over and over again, we come in here and I show you, you see the money. It's like, now all you got to do is do it, replicate it. Don't try to get cute and fancy and try to go ahead and do something that we haven't gone over. Stick to the program and get paid. Now, before we go into something else, which is deep, which will get you PAID, are there any questions on this? Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Your utility bills, your natural gas bill and your electric bill, and if and then you go out and you look at this is not a utility, but your water bill and all that kind of stuff. Hear me out. Over a period of time, you can pretty much know how much that's going to cost you every month, right? Over a period of time, you pretty much know how much it costs. That ties into, I don't have time to get into it now, but you doing an exercise that I asked you to do to find out how much it costs you to be you. Every month, every week, every day, every minute, every second of every day. I don't have time to get in there. I'll get into that. I'll do that lecture again some other time. All right, now, if you're with me on that thought process. So if you're a prudent person, you know, based upon how much money you generate and bring in. Okay, notice I don't say how much money you make. You'll never hear me say that. Why? Because you don't make no damn money. You're not the U.S. Treasury. You don't print money. You generate revenue and income by the placement of your money. Okay? Always remember that now. Now, based upon the money that you generate each and every month, then you set aside what it's going to cost you to be you. That's called your budget. Okay? Now, one thing that you should never do is budge, okay, on your budget. Know what it is and stay right there. Don't go ahead and take some of the money out of your budget, okay, to go buy a new pair of shoes or go buy what you think you want. The budget is there to provide for your needs. Are you with me on this? All right. Now, you need to have the same mindset with regards to putting in your budget how much money you're going to put to work for you every month. So if my electric bill is $110 per month, then in my budget, I'm going to have set aside also how much money I'm going to put to work for me every month to generate revenue and income. So if it's $100, then I know in my budget, I got $100 that I'm going to trade and invest with. And my goal is to double that money. I ain't never trying to trade and invest just enough to make some kibbles and bits. If I put out $1, minimum, it's going to bring back $2. Because if it costs me, I'm just using small numbers for the purpose of illustration. If it costs me $5 to buy it open, $5 to sell the clothes, and I break that all the way down to option contracts, all right, that's a 10-cent spread. So that means if I put out $1 and I'm just bringing back 90 cents after I pay my 10 cents for brokerage fees in this hypothetical, that ain't getting, that ain't gonna do, because that ain't 100% return. If I put out $1, I need to net me $1, not gross, which net me in this particular example 90 cents. You see how stringent I am on myself? I got hard and fast rules. So when I send those dead presidents out, when I send those dollars out, they got specific instructions. Dividend paying positions, you pay me this on my quarterly dividends. Monthly paying dividend positions, you paying me this. Intraday strategies, I got to have this every day if I'm doing this on this economic calendar report. I know how many positions, I'm going to highlight them. I know, okay, when this damn report come out right here, I'm going to be ready. So out of my budget that I have for this month, okay, just like my utility bill money and everything, I know how much I'm going to put into this. Because guess what? Wednesday come 4 times a damn week, or 4 times a month in a 4-week month. So I know every damn Wednesday I'm going to get paid from this. You best believe that. And so whatever out of my budget that I need to allocate towards, I got it right here. And I got in my mind 100% or more. Less just ain't going to do. Then I put that on top of all of my other strategies in the week. That's how I generate 5 and 6 figures a month off of trading and investing. So if you start out with 100 and by the end of the month, you want to have 200, then you do the strategies and techniques that we teach you to get that. If you come out and say, look, man, I'm starting out with 100 this week and I want to turn it into 200, do the same thing. It's on you. So now, are we clear on this week in this economic calendar report? How we move, when we move, and how long we move? Okay. Now, I got something for you because you all mean so much to me. And I really mean that. It's an honor to serve each and every one of you. I've done the homework so you can pass the test. Now, look, family, I got a little something here for you. I've gone through every day of this week, and I've highlighted the top. Now, there are many, many more companies releasing ERs, but I've highlighted the top money-making ER positions for you. I'm going to make sure tech support puts this up immediately. I'm going to start doing this for you every week, but don't you get lazy now, okay? You can do it yourself too. But these are the major companies every day of this week that's releasing their ER reports. Now, this is what you do. We're going to go over this again. So you make sure you have this down pat. You can either implement our Asset Wealth Institute ER strategy, which means you take the position before the ER is released, or you could take our Asset Wealth Institute ER residual strategy, which means you take the position after it's released. Either way, you get paid with minimal risk to your money. Now, let me say this to you. Now, you know, in a world of uncertainties, you never say 100% of the time. All right, you never say 100. But let me tell you something. If you implement our Asset Wealth Institute ER residual strategy on any of these positions, you will get paid PAID 99.9% of the time. Do you hear me? If the position is applicable for an option contract as a result of you doing your drill down, because some positions won't have volume, so you know they'd be flat. But if the position meets all our criteria in our drill down and you implement our Asset Wealth Institute residual strategy, 99.9% of the time you won't get paid. Now, the only thing is you don't know how much because you got to wait for the position, okay, to be traded upon. But I hearken you back to the example that I give over and over and over again. If you and I go to the Kentucky Derby and we play some bets on the horses, and you make your bet before the race starts, before the bell rings and they come out, okay, and start running, and I make my bet when they coming around and they going to the last 4 to 5 links, who the hell think gonna have the high probability of hitting the right bet? Easy. There you go, me. Because I'm waiting, I'm looking to the last furlongs or links of the race. Then I'm betting on that horse that's out front. Same thing with the Asset Wealth Institute ER residual play. King Mike Palmer just sent across, he says he's never lost on an ER residual play. And that makes sense. SENSE and CENTS. Because the way I structure this thing over my 28 years of trading and investing is the intrinsic checks and balances in the ER residual strategy will make sure that you are taking the position based upon how the other traders have already traded on it. They're the horses in the race. We let them run out there and take their position off of the ER report. Then we lay back in the cut, and then we take our position after the fact, after we have looked and seen, heard, and listened. So as a result of that, yes, our profits may be slightly smaller, but they're profits nonetheless, because guess what? If any of these, any of them, are optionable upon completion of the drill down, and I do a residual strategy, I'm going to get paid off of every damn one of them. And when you add up 40% here, 60% here, 30% there, 90% here, 10% there, when you add all that up, now I make triple-digit profits in this week, one day off of all the positions. Versus trying to go ahead and do one and knock it out the park. No, I'm gonna kill Wall Street with 1,000 cuts on Monday with residuals each one of these times instead of trying to cut the head off of just one position. You all see the strategy? So I have done this for you, family, the whole week. Now you do what you want to do. You go ahead and do our regular strategy, ER strategy. Yeah. You know, it's wicked too. It gets you paid as well. But if you want to increase the odds tremendously in your favor, do our Asset Wealth Institute ER residual strategy. And the game is yours to lose because you will get paid. Thank you so much, Queens and Noble. See, family, I am telling you, And I was at an engagement yesterday with Les Brown, you know, the motivational speaker. And I was just there in the audience, and he saw me in the audience. And so before he got off stage, he called me up stage and he said, Dr. Reese, just please share a few words with the audience. I said, all right. And I was speaking to the audience, and I said, thank you, Queen Pam. Peace and love you too, Queen. And, you know, these people, it was weird. It was a lot of people there that were trying to learn about how to jumpstart their businesses and this, that, and the other. And he was there as a motivational speaker. He gave a great speech. But thank you, King Dean, it's an honor. But my point to them, and I just spoke to them for 2 minutes, and I said, look, you are now living, and let me say this to you, family. You're living in the absolute best time known to mankind, the best time of civilization to become wealthy. And I told the people in the audience, those of you that know me, know I never use the word rich, because in the Wealth Institute, it ain't the Ask the Wiz Rich Institute, it's the Ask the Wiz Wealth Institute. Wealth can be passed on from generations to generations. Riches are finite. Wealth is infinite. You don't ever hear the uber wealthy talking about, well, I wish I was rich. Listen to me. Prove me wrong. You ain't gonna never hear nobody say that. A uber wealthy person talking about, well, I'm striving to be rich. But rich people often say, yeah, I'm rich, but I wish I was wealthy. Okay? So that's, we skipped in the Wealth Institute, we skipped past being rich. Shit, you win a lottery ticket and you rich for a couple of whatever. You know, the statistics show that they lose all their money because they don't know how to use the money to generate wealth. To have money and not know how to make your money work for you, that's a zero-sum game. Listen, if you have money, you attract money. Master pay you a salary, okay? Your paycheck, your oxen price, okay? And you don't know how to take that money and generate money such that you can become wealthy. You gonna stay on that plantation, at that job. It's a zero-sum game. But when you sit, look and see, and hear and listen, because I'm about to give you something else in a second, behind this residual strategy to get you paid this week, okay? There ain't no way you can't get paid from what I'm about to show you next as well. There's all the other things I'm showing you today, all right? If you don't get past the thought process that you work to get paid versus you receive and generate and attract money to put money to work for you, you always gonna work. And when I looked out there in the audience yesterday with Les Brown, when I was on stage for a few moments, I looked out there and it saddened me. Now I'm being real. We're private in this private session. I'm gonna be real with you. It saddened me to look at the ignorance out there in the audience. Because not one of them knew how to generate revenue and income. They were there to start their businesses and hope they sell their product to somebody else. Okay? And hopefully they make enough money over the expenses that it cost them to bring that product to that person. And that little differential, that's what they're going to try to live off of. That's ass backwards. It don't work like that in a capitalistic society. And my heart bled when Les and I left. And he's like, Dr. Reese, we got to do something together. You know, we got to tour together and all that. I said, all right, you know, we're talking. So we're supposed to talk later on this afternoon about it. We'll see what the Ancestry Creator put forth. But my point is this. Les can talk till he blacker than he is. He can motivate the hell out you. But unless you know how to make them dead presidents rise, okay, and go resurrect and go get some more dead presidents, guess what? All of that ain't nothing but a cheerleading speech. A person going to the gas chamber, a person about to be electrocuted, a person about to be killed, okay, on death row. He don't want no damn cheerleader. That's the last thing he needs. He don't need no motivational speech. Listen, when you about to get evicted out your home, when it's cold outside and they cut off your heat, when your babies can't eat, you don't want no cheerleader squad coming up there talking about sis boom bop. The hell? You better know how to look and see what you got around you. And if you got $5 in your name, you better be strategizing how to make a 10. You got 10, you better be strategizing how to make a 20. Because when you sitting there, look, don't take this wrong what I'm about to say. And if it come out, somebody said, Dr. Reed said, I see it on social media or something like that, then guess what? May the wrath of the ancestors and the creator be placed upon you. Because I'm not, don't take this wrong. But when you sitting your ass around and looking at Joel Osteen, you looking at all these other mega ministers, the poor pimps, okay? There you go, Mike. They preach hope. Hope ain't never liberated nobody from physical bondage or economic bondage. What the hell Harriet Tubman, our queen, knew about hope? Okay? What did Malcolm X know about hope? And Ancestor King, Martin Luther King, as long as he was up there saying, I have a dream, which gives way to hope, they left him alone. But when, look, I want you to listen to a speech that he gave that got him killed. The speech that he gave entitled The Other America. Write that down now. The Other America. That's what Coretta Scott King said got him killed. Not the I Have a Dream. Listen to me. The I Have a Dream speech got his ass in the White House with Lyndon Baines Johnson signing that so-called equal rights bill. Because he's a good nigga then. He was walking around singing, we shall overcome. That's futuristic. That's hope. Shall means, okay, you hope. You ain't no threat as long as you hoping. But when you say, look, enough of this, I'm about to bring 500,000 poverty-laden people, which, believe it or not, the majority of them going to be Caucasian. And I'm about to plan a march, unlike any other march. I'm about to protest against this Vietnam War and tell you quit spending all that money on defense, and you got people here starving. No homes to live in. When you come out with a speech entitled The Other America, where he says, see, and I said this for many years, and people finally got it. Integration was one of the worst things and one of the most diabolical, despicable, bamboozle moves ever made. Now listen to me, all this ties into what I'm telling you today to get PAID, and the next thing I'm going to show you how to get PAID. Listen. If you and I are in a tug of war, the goal of the tug of war is to whoever's standing wins, right or wrong. Now, conventional thinking would say, you get on one side of the rope, King Mike Palmer, and I get on the other side of the rope and may the strongest man win. So Mike pulling like hell and I'm pulling like hell. But the unconventional, wise person would say, you know what? The goal, the objective is the last man standing. That's who wins. So I let Mike pull his ass off trying to pull me across the line. And guess what I do? I let go of the rope. Guess what's going to happen to Mike? He going to fall flat on his ass. Who won? Yours truly. Because of the way I think. Get it? Now, let's take out the tug of war. Let's put in segregation. You got Harlem. You got Beale Street. You got Auburn Avenue. You got Greenwood. All of these black meccas. You got Rosewood. All of these black economic meccas. Called Greenwood the Black Wall Street. Well, we were turning our money over within our society over. I know you done heard this before, but listen to me. And then you out there marching, demanding that these folks accept your money. You saying you want to take your money out your community and give it to them, and you're going to demand it. You're going to march in the damn streets, and you're going to whoop and holler. You're going to go sit at their lunch counters. Have them beat you, spit on you, throw milkshakes on you. Look at the pictures. Sit their dogs on you. Because you demanding that they take your money, that they serve you that hamburger in that Woolworths. Then the oppressor said, wait a minute, hold up. They want to give us their money from their economy? The goal in the capitalistic system is to get as much as you can. Hold on. Let's run this game. Now, we got to make it look like it's a struggle to them, but give them that. Let them integrate so we can get all their money. We have another avenue of revenue and income coming into our economic universe. And then we'll take the money that they bring in to us because they want to give it to us. They're willing to let us spit on them, shoot them, kill them, kick them, put our dogs on them and everything. They are absolutely determined to give us their money, so let's do it. Let's take it. Now, when we take it, we then go and take that money that they so willingly want to give to us, and we go and build our other communities. That's where the damn suburbs came from. So they took our people's money and went out and built another community further out from the cities where people were trying to sit in to get paid at. Get it? Martin Luther King figured that out after the fact. He figured out he had gotten bamboozled. He was used. That's when he came up with the speech that I want you to listen to. Google it, called The Other America. In that speech, you hear him say, what difference does it make? Now, this is the same man that was marching and protesting for integration. Listen to this. He says in the speech, and I paraphrase, listen, because it has to do with you learning these strategies and techniques to trade and invest. He said, what difference does it make if you allow me to sit at your lunch counter, but I can't afford to buy a meal? Do you hear that? So he's saying, it don't make no difference if I can sit there, but if the economic system, okay, is staged against me, where I don't have equal opportunity economics, then damn equal opportunity access to your restaurant. Now I can walk in, but I got to walk straight back to the goddamn kitchen to wash dishes or cook food because I damn sure can't eat there. I can't afford to. Get it? So until you understand and understand how brilliant in a deceitful and diabolical manner that oppressor is, you ain't got a chance. Like I told you, one day in the elevator, down there on the floor, we call it the floor. When I worked on Wall Street, I'm in the elevator. Old Jew in the elevator tells me, you know the difference between my people and your people? He said, you think in days, we think in centuries. Then he said, ding, ding. The door opened up and he walked out. Now I could have been mad, that damn Jew. No, how am I gonna get mad? This man speaking truth. He said, your people, you think in days, we think in centuries. That's why you got to take this right here. Go through here and go to work. And let the spirit of Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Mary McLeod, okay? You got to let Christopher Tubbs. You got to let Frederick Douglass. You got to let Malcolm. You got to let Martin. You got to let all of them resonate in you as you trade. You ain't trading just for you. You trading for the liberation of you and our people, the final liberation, economic liberation. Because when you do this and then somebody else see all of a sudden, wait a minute, Queen Jacqueline, she coming up. What the hell she know? I don't know. What Queen Pam doing? What Brother JR doing? I mean, hold on man. Because see, people don't believe in what is to come. They believe in what has came, what is here. Right, wrong, and different. And that ties into that hope thing. Don't tell me nothing about no damn hope. Okay, you get in that hope Kool-Aid line. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And let me, before I show you this next thing to get you PAID, okay, which is how you can monetize some ex-dividend dates, let me tell you this. The Japanese, they didn't have one atomic bomb. They had two dropped upon them. And in less than 50 years, they were trying to buy Manhattan. Everything in Manhattan, trying to buy all of Beverly Hills. You think they hoped about their economic future? Or did they get out there and get busy studying this capitalistic system? Bring your attention to China. People don't get this when I say it, and then those that do, they be like, damn, that's real what he just said. Don't get it twisted. China is still a communist country, pimping that capitalistic thing, which is a democratic ideology to the hilt. They figured it out. Capitalism run this world, right, wrong, and different. And we can't be a communist country and expect to thrive, not merely survive. And we got the world's largest population and it's growing. Communist or no communist. Get your ass over there. Learn about that capitalism. Bring it back here and we're going to reverse engineer this damn thing. And that's what they're doing. Bring your attention to World War II. Listen now. Don't give me no excuse. Any excuse will do. Don't talk about, well, I can't learn this because Jimmy Crack Corn Cow jumped over the moon. This too difficult. Listen to me. Take them Jews and Adolf Hitler. In less than 50 years, look at the Jews. What don't they control? Did they sit there, whine, and think about hope and the great about hell to the north? They figured out this capitalism thing. That's the be-all, end-all ticket to solidify my freedom, my economic freedom. So the Jew went at it. Now, did you endure or had a threat of enduring any gas chambers by a crazed dictator? Did anybody call you and say they're going to drop not one but 2 atomic bombs on your house? Has anybody indicated that you got to move to a communist country to survive? Well, if those societies have overcome that, what's your problem? How can I come to you and show you ways to get PAID, show you real time, all these positions this week, and you don't go get that money? No, you disgrace our ancestors and the Creator if you don't monetize this information. And quiet as it's kept. Choose somebody, but choose them carefully. But you need to be tasked with choosing somebody who is worthy, because everybody ain't worthy of information that can be monetized. Okay? Because information that is monetizable is valuable. Valuable. And it becomes immensely valuable, okay, and invaluable based upon what you do with it. But you need to think about people in your world, in your universe, that's worthy, that can grasp this, that can go to the upper chakra level, stay there and go and do these things and liberate themselves. And you need to tell them, look, I'm going to turn you on to this Wealth Institute. Now understand, they don't play now. And if you got drama in your life, and if you plan, then no, you don't need to come in. But let me show you something. And show them this. Show them this as well. Ex-dividend. Listen to me now. What does it mean when a stock goes ex-dividend? Ex-dividend is the time period between the announcement and payment of a dividend, while the date of record is the day a shareholder must officially own shares to be entitled to the dividend. Now, check this. Typically, the ex-dividend date for a stock is, listen, 1 business day before the record date, meaning that an investor who buys the stock on its ex-dividend date or later will not be eligible to receive the declared dividend. As the ex-dividend date nears, usually a stock price will rise by the dividend amount, then fall by that much after the date. Do you know how much monetizable information is right here in this underlying section? Family, listen. Our dividend option trifecta strategy keeps you paid all day, every day off of this information that's underlined. Look what I'm telling you. Ex-dividend is what? 1 business day before the record date. Record date, the investor has to buy the stock before that to receive the dividend. And then after the ex-dividend date, the stock, then after the dividend is paid out, will fall. So that means call option on the date running up to the ex-dividend date. Dividend is paid. Put option, I'm telling you, it goes down afterwards. You get paid on the run up to the dividend. You get paid on the issuance of the dividend with the put. Call on the run up, put on the payment of the dividend. Then you also get paid a 3rd time by doing an RER strategy. And if you want to make it 99.9% sure that you're going to get paid for my dividend strategy, you do the what? Residual strategy. Or Asquith Wealth Institute ER residual strategy. Now, Let me stop. Does anybody not understand or understand what I just said and what I highlighted right here? Now, please, we in here as a family, as a village. If you do not understand or overstand, you need to ask right now. Okay? Because the ancestors and the creator have given us the opportunity to be here together. Okay? To learn this. Now, I've given lecture upon lecture. You got webinars on the back end of our website. You got social reference documents where I lecture about our dividend option trifecta effect strategy. Where I go over how to implement our strategy. Are we clear on this? Okay, now. We say we're clear on this. Well, if you are indeed clear on this, yours truly has done the homework so you could pass the test. What if you had a list that told you every ex-dividend date coming up this week? Do you think you can monetize that information? You got a strategy that will do it for you called a dividend option trifecta effect strategy. You think you can monetize that? Check it. Boom! I got it for you. Ex-dividend date, record date, payable date. Check and make every one of them. Go get your money, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. We are indeed a family. I've done the homework, baby. All you got to do is go get that MONEY every day this week. And I'm going to continue to do this for you. You are the chosen ones. We ain't asking Wall Street for nothing. We're going to take it. Dividend option trifecta effect strategy. Right here, baby. Now, if that ain't giving you the answers without giving you the answers to the test before you take the test, I don't know what will. Now, soon, there you go, King L. As soon as we get out of here, I'm going to call over to tech support, and I'm going to have Bill and them put this up like yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to make sure this gets up today. All right? Print it out, put it in your reference document notebook. Now, what I'm going to do is, every week, I'm going to endeavor to give you this list and this list. Now, this on top of everything else we're going to be doing during the weeks to get PAID. King Mike Palmer said he already took a screenshot of all this. Okay. But family, I told you, beginning of this year, we ain't laying down, we getting down, and we're not participating, we dominate. Okay? And I want you to put all of the people that mean the most to you, the people that depend upon you, let them be your inspiration. And then think about those whose shoulders you stand upon right now, your ancestors, who didn't have this opportunity. They ain't know nothing about no ER residual strategy. They ain't know nothing about no dividend option trifecta effect strategy. They ain't have no internet. They couldn't come in here privately. They couldn't look at a list like this and then know what to do and get paid from it. But you do. Thank you, King Art. It's an honor, brother. Sir, you do. And then think about what you can do for so many other people. Where you could take the knowledge that you have, impart it upon somebody else, plant another seed. Okay? Bring them out of the darkness into the light. People groveling around every day. And they know in their hearts of hearts, this can't be it. This just cannot, I cannot think that I'm supposed to live paycheck to paycheck, always having more days at the end of the month than I got money. And I'm living based upon what somebody else dictates my quality of life should be. That's crazy. You are the one that determines how your family lives, where you live, the quality of health care, education, et cetera, et cetera. And based upon your decision, be they right or wrong, that determines your outcome. But so many of us, we rather let somebody else dictate where we live and how we live and our lifestyle. Let me ask you this question. Be honest now, okay? Be honest. The house you live in or the apartment you rent, you live there based upon what you can afford, right? The car you drive, listen to me. You drive it based upon what you could afford. Even, listen, the food you eat and the clothes you wear. You eat and wear those clothes based upon what you can afford. Am I right or am I wrong? Now it goes back to this simple question. Who or what determines what you can afford? If it ain't you, guess what? You a modern century slave. You just don't know it, see? Because you got a job on the plantation, AKA job, the company you work at. Now, unless and until the answer to the question is me, when I ask you, who determines what you can afford? Unless you can tell me, and be telling the truth, guess what? You better learn your damn strategies and techniques like yesterday. Because I would never, ever let another human being or company determine what private school I send my grandbaby to. Spanky going to the best schools. Why? Because I can afford to send her there. Why? Because I know how to do this. You hear me? My family gets the best health care. Why? Because I know how to do this. I eat, my family eats, we move, we do what we want to do because I know how to do this. Not because every 2 weeks, master give me a little paycheck. Once a month, master give me a little paycheck. Now I got to go ahead and see how I can go ahead and put a little money over here to get that right there. Oh Lord, the transmission gone out on the car. Now what okay, I guess we ain't gonna eat at Red Lobster this week 2 times, and we ain't gonna go to the movie 1 time because I gotta save that money. Go ahead and put towards the car transmission. Oh, my baby's school tuition due. And she wants to be on the dance team. So now I got to pay for practice, and I got to pay for a uniform and this, that, and the other. Oh, son want to be on the soccer team. Now I got to go ahead and do. No, what it costs? What? All right. Play on the soccer team, just do the best you can do. Be on the dance team, be the best you can do. You enjoy it, okay, I'll have fun, go watch you do it, baby. Live your life, baby. Because I know how to do this. And it ain't arrogance, it's confidence. Confident in the ancestors and the creator for putting the genius already inside me. I'm hardwired already, just like you are. You kings and queens, you guys and goddesses. All you got to do is activate. Activate that which is already in you. And when you think, just go in your mind for a second. It's the darkest of dark nights. And you running. You running through the woods. with sticker brows sticking you, tree limbs hitting you in your face. It's cold outside. Your clothes are tattered, and you constantly hear the barking of hounds coming behind you. But you run. You look at the moon. You follow that northern star. You run because you want to run for freedom. Hopefully you come across a home that's part of the Underground Railroad where somebody will help you. Somebody will hide you for but a few hours so you can get some sleep. Feed you a few morsels of food so that you can nourish your body so that you can continue to run for freedom. Think about our ancestors that had to endure the Great Ma'afa. Come here in the bellies of ships, sleeping upon one another in each other's excrements, being fed food like we hogs out of a trough, okay? Someone lying next to someone else who has already transitioned, who has died, but they have to lay there with that person. Think about it. Walking down the street, and a Caucasian walks down the street, and you got to get off the sidewalk. And you better not make eye contact with them. Think about the hooded ones that come to your house in the wee hours of the morning. Cowards, such cowards that they hide their face. They burn a cross. They come inside. They grab one of your loved ones, and they hang them in a tree outside of your home. Oh, indeed. Ancestor Queen Billie sung the song Strange Fruit, talking about that. And now here you are. In the new age, you have all these things available to you to obtain and maintain your final liberation, the economic liberation. And you fail to do so. When you've given the answers to the test that will allow you to pass the test, to obtain and maintain your economic liberation, and you don't do that, may the wrath of the ancestors and the Creator be placed upon you for failure to do so. The time is now. Ain't no hope. Obtain and maintain your economic liberation, beloved, by monetizing this information submitted to each and every one of you. Like always, family, it's an honor to serve each and every one of you. We have been commissioned to lead, to obtain and maintain our economic liberation, to be a symbol for those that are still in the darkness. Let us come into the light, stay in the light, and continue to make our ancestors and the Creator proud. One of the principal ways to do this, family, is always remember, the mind controls the behind. Elevate your mind so that you could be in control. That's the only way you can be in control. Your mind has to be elevated. Once you do that, elevate your mind, then indeed, you will be in control. All right? This then will continue to allow your soul to be free as well. Elevate your mind, free your soul so that you can indeed be in complete control. Go out now, take this information and make Wall Street pay you on Main Street. Get PAID. Elevate your mind, free your soul. Kings and queens, be in complete control. Peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. Go to work and get PAID.